Hi, welcome back to AC Cooper Writes. I'm Anita Cooper, hence AC Cooper. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome again, welcome back. It's nice to see you. Thank you for clicking on the video, taking time out of your busy day to see what I had to say about practicing your writing. Currently, I'm working on a short story that's taken me way longer than it should in my estimation. And the reason I say that is because I have created a situation for myself. I put myself in this situation where I promised myself and the readers of my newsletter on Substack that I would create a short story and submit it every Friday. Well, I did it for 2-3 weeks, and well, I've fallen off the wagon. But it wasn't for lack of trying. Many things got in the way, but bottom line is life happens, right? So, point being, right now, I am giving myself until this Friday to get this short story wrapped up. I've been working on it. I'm over 5,000 words into it, and I still don't see where the ending is yet. If you're new here, I'm a discovery writer, right by the seat of my pants, however you want to put it. So I really don't know where anything's going. I just come up with an idea. Usually it's the first line. It's a, vague concept. Whatever it is, I come up with something that sparks my imagination. I get excited about it and I get going. And so one of the things I've learned in doing this kind of writing, which is what brings me joy, sometimes you're going to have to throw away words. That's just the way it goes. Sometimes things are not going to fit your storyline. You'll go a different direction than you planned, or your characters don't do what you expected them to do. So you follow along with your characters and follow and see what they do. And sometimes they'll take you down a rabbit trail and you'll wonder what in the world they did. Sometimes you just have to say, okay, fine. I practiced some description writing or dialogue or whatever it was, and just cut it and move on. Pick back up on the main storyline and keep going. So if I can do anything right now to encourage you in your writing, if you're a discovery writer, just write the next sentence. Just keep practicing. And even if you're a plotter, let's say you've got things plotted out how you want and things aren't going the way you expected them to, don't let your fear of writing too many words, as if there's such a thing, don't let it interfere with you just getting the story down, because that's what counts. Follow the story and follow where it goes. Point being, there's no such thing as wasted words. If you end up ditching 20,000 words, don't sweat it. If it serves your story better, maybe you can save them in another folder. Sometimes if you've got a lot of words and that you fell in love with, which it happens to all of us, put them in a little folder, save for later, or whatever you want to call it, so you know what it is. And maybe later you can incorporate them in another story. But point being, you want the story to be no longer or no shorter than what it's supposed to be. And sometimes, especially when you're discovery writing, you're going to end up writing more words, or if you're like me, fewer words, and then you have to go back in and add more, because as you learn more about the story and you're going along and you write, you say, oh, I didn't talk about that before, or I didn't set that up. So you go back while you're thinking about it, go back in, set things up to continue so it makes sense further on down the road. So, and one way in a short story, you don't have to. You can just let the manuscript be your plot, so to speak. But in a longer story, you're going to want to keep track of each chapter after you write it, so you know who did what, where, when, why. So you avoid somebody's eyes changing from brown to blue and vice versa. Steve becoming a Sam or whatever. So it happens. Bottom line, don't be afraid to throw away more words than what you want, as long as it serves a story. And just count it as practice, because that's what it is. As an artist, which you are, if you're a writer, you got to practice. Sometimes the practice is good, sometimes it's not. So don't worry about it. Just write the next sentence. I hope this helped. If you have any comments, share down below how you get past writing blocks, how you get through any plot holes that you've got, what your process is. I'm sure others would be interested in how you write, because the more we share, there's no one right way to do it. Some people have a preference more towards plotting, some more towards pantsing. Most people, honestly, are a combination of the two. The point is, the best thing is to learn your process. You can take bits of advice from here and there, but part of that process is going to be throwing away words. So don't worry about throwing away the words. Until next time, happy writing.